For January the 8th, 2024, I'd like to call the Thompson Planning District public hearing to order. It's conditional use for Midway Bible Camp. Next, we're going to go to supporting documentation for conditional use for Midway Bible Camp. Administration?
Sure. The Thompson Planning District is in receipt of a conditional use application to set up a summer camp, a not-for-profit youth camp out at Oswego Lake. Supporting materials are attached for the board's review. It was noted in the review of this by the administration that the development conforms with the use class definition of a summer camp, which is outlined in the zoning bylaw, requiring Thompson Planning District's approval. The lease had previously gone in front of the Thompson Planning District with a number of conditions, and the Midway Bible Campus submitted all the information that was requested. It's the recommendation that the Thompson Planning District approve this conditional use with two conditions only. One, that the work there should comply with parts 2 and parts 3 of the zoning bylaw, and that the proponent should develop takeout development and building permits prior to the commencement of any work. At this time, it would then be open for members of the public to come forth with presentations either in favor or against this proposal for conditional use.
Okay, just before we go to the public, I'd like to acknowledge that we have Deputy Mayor Kathy Valentino and Local Government District Wendy Wolf on Zoom, and we have had regrets from David Hassman for this meeting. So thank you very much. Next, we're going to go for receiving presentations in favor or opposed. First is in favor. Anybody who has a presentation in favor of this project, please come forward, state your name. And if you're, and I assume you're going to be in favor.
Yes. My name is Morgan Serger. I am the director of Midway Bible Camp, and Midway Bible Camp has been around Northern Manitoba for 69 years. Next year it will be the 70th anniversary. And over that time, we have had over 12,000 campers, children ages 6 to 17, and numerous other families come through the camp. Overall, the sentiments from past campers at different community events has been very positive. Most of our campers come from Thompson. The rest are coming from Nelson House, the lake in York Landing. And it's just been a great place. I think there's probably people sitting around the circle who have been there as campers a few years ago, and others who maybe send their grandchildren or nieces and nephews. And so we have been told by Valet that we need to leave the Moke Lake site. We've only had a 6-month at a time lease since we got there in the mid-90s at Moke Lake, and they told us that we needed to find an exit plan. Took us about 10 years to get a piece of land from the Crown, and we have a letter of support from Nissuchuasik Cree Nation Chief and Council, and I think we work well with the community. So it's our plan to be there, and I personally would be in support of that development, obviously. And the plan is to have 120 people, capacity for 120 people on site during the summertime, and then in the winter time, host groups up to 35 people in the winterized portion of the camp facilities. So that's those are some things in support.
Thank you. And just, is there any comments? I'll go on.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Just a question about the structure. It looks like there's a basement involved, right?
So I can comment on the site development. Right now, the main lodge building, we plan to be 100 feet long and 26 feet wide. We do not plan to have a basement at all. We plan to have a crawl space, and then it'll be a 1.5 story building for the main lodge building. And then the outbuildings will be a couple of small cabins, but for the most part, there'll be yurt style structures on a fully enclosed platform. And then we'll have 30 or 50 amp service going to those yurt style, camping spaces where we would have campers, small groups staying as well. But the main building is a 1.5 story, 100 feet long, 26 foot wide timber frame. So,
And, have you had winter camping in the past?
yes, yeah, so we've had winter camping in the past on and off for the last 20 years or so. Out at Moke Lake, it's been prohibitive. For one, we don't have electricity, so that's been challenging, but we usually just thrown wood in a wood stove and heated it up. So it has been quite limited. Throughout the winter time, the Midway Bible Camp staff and volunteers do work in Thompson and Nelson, Spillane Lake, some surrounding communities. We work doing youth leadership development, giving young people opportunities to do other positive things throughout the year.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Councillor McIver.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I'm in support of this because my part of the work is we send hundreds of kids to camp, summer camp or whatever, winter camp. So I'm agree.
Thank you.
Councillor Coker.
Yes, are you using an existing road now?
Sorry.
Are you using the existing road that's there off the Lake Road?
So no, we're not using the existing access. Just there's two access to the lake, and then there's the one old access that goes between the two lakes. We would be constructing a brand new access
Between the two roads or off?
between the two roads and the old access into between the lakes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Well, something for the youth and things to do up here. As you say, I've had children that have gone to Midway Bible Camp and grandchildren over the last few years, so, thank you very much. Now we're gonna take, presentations, if anybody is opposed to this camp. Anyone opposed to the camp? Third and final, anyone opposed to this camp? Seeing none, I'd like to call for adjournment. Councillor Fitzpatrick, Councillor Wong, all in favor? Carried. Thank you. Okay. And that's for the planning district. Yeah. We get that one. So we'll have, like to call to order January 8th, 2024 for Thompson Planning District. First, I'd like an approval of the agenda. Councillor Colburn, Councillor Fitzpatrick, all in favor. Third. Next, we're going to go into adoption of minutes. 3.1 is public hearing and conditional use, November 14th, 2023. Resolution 2024-001, moved by Councillor Fitzpatrick, second by Councillor Chong. Be it resolved that the minutes of public hearing for conditional use Saskatoon Rapids held in Council Chamber, City Hall, Thompson, Manitoba, on Tuesday, November the 14th, 2023, be adopted as administration.
Nothing further.
Councillor Fitzpatrick is the mover.
No.
Any other comments, councillors? Seeing none, call for the question. All those in favor? Carried. All board members. Resolution 3.2 is Thompson Planning District meeting for November 14th, 2023. Resolution 2024-002, moved by Councillor Fitzpatrick, seconded by Councillor Chong. Be resolved that the minutes of the Thompson Planning District meeting held in Council Chamber, City Hall, Thompson, Manitoba, on Tuesday, November the 14th, two thousand twenty-three be adopted and circulated. Administration,
Nothing further.
Councillor Fitzpatrick, as
Nothing further.
call for the question of the planning board members. All those in favor? Carried. Next, we're gonna go into resolutions. This first resolution 4.1 is a resolution to approve conditional use for the Midway Bible Camp. I do not have a mover and a seconder.
I'll give a second.
Thank you, Council Long, Council Colburn, to sign. So as I said, 4.1 is a resolution to approve conditional use for Midway Bible Camp. Resolution 2024-003, moved by Councillor Fitzpatrick, seconded by Councillor Colburn. Whereas the Thompson Planning District, in receipt of conditional use application for northwest from quarter and southwest going quarter 9-76-4 of UPM to allow for the construction of a 2,600 square foot main facility and several supporting buildings on 14.9 acres of vacant land near Oskalwaga. And whereas under the provisions of the Planning Act, a public hearing has been held to hear representations and or for and against the conditional use application. Now therefore be it resolved that council approve conditional use application for northwest quarter and southwest quarter to 9.76-4 to allow for the construction of a 2,600 square foot main facility and several supporting buildings on 14.9 acres of vacant land near Oskalwaga, subject to the following conditions being met. 1, development shall comply with the regulations as set forth in Part 2 administration and Part 3 general regulations of the bylaw zoning bylaw 19-01. And secondly, development and building permits shall be obtained prior to the commencement of work. Administration.
As noted in the previous public hearing, this is an application to establish a summer camp by Midway Bible Camp out at Oskalwaga Lake. It looks like everything is in compliance with the zoning bylaw, but it requires a conditional approval of the Thompson Planning District. And that's the resolution that's before the board at this point.
Thank you. Louis,
Yes,
would you like to make
thank you,
any
Mayor.
comments?
I'm absolutely in favor of this project. I think it's a great opportunity for our youth and get some outdoors in the activity, and sounds like we have a good group of volunteers in place and absolutely support this.
Thank you. Any of the other planning board members wish to make comments? Planning board member O'Dover.
Thank you. I'm in support of this project. I think it's a great project, and I'm glad to hear that you guys found a new location for the camp. It would be a huge loss, I think, in our community if we weren't able to have that camp. My question was about the roadway. Because it's an existing roadway, is there any requirement to have an roadway approved by the province, or it's fine because it's existing?
No, this will be a development of a new roadway, but that would be permitted through the province. So through highways, that would go through their separate circular. So the planning district wouldn't have to worry about that. The general wording in the zoning is that it must comply with highways needs.
Thank you.
I can comment on that. So we've already submitted a permit to highways and they've approved the highway tie-in for the access.
Thank you.
Okay, no problem.
Any other comments, board members? Seeing none? Call for the question. All those in favor? Carried. 4.2 is a resolution to approve the Crown Land General Permit number 0003316, Red Septic Services Limited. Resolution 2024004, moved by Councillor Colburn, second by Councillor Chong. Whereas the Planning District Board has been advised of a Crown Land General Permit number 0003316 for an assignment and change to use for site number 1 in PLPE site Southeast 22-7803, Red Septic Services. Now therefore be it resolved that the Thompson Planning District approve the assignment and change in use general permit number 0003316 with the following condition. Water supply and wastewater collective systems must meet provincial requirements as determined by the Manitoba Department of Environment and Climate Change Administration.
Yeah, so the Real Estate Services Branch has submitted this circular for all departments to make comment on. The request for a response is by January 11th. The site that's there is already established as a commercial trucking base. The new permit holders are applying for approval changes in the land use. That would include request for approval of 3 existing sea cans, a water tank, and a septic tank. Those are already on site but hadn't been approved in the past. According to the reviews of it, the commercial trucking is not a permitted accessory use under the current zoning bylaw, but as this was previously permitted, it's a pre-existing non-conforming use and is therefore grandfathered. The new buildings and structures are in conformance with the minimum setback requirements as outlined in table 7.1 of the zoning bylaw. The current front yard is not conforming, but again, it is a pre-existing non-conforming as it was in place under the previous approvals. The sewage system is permissible as an accessory use, and it's subject to the approvals of Manitoba Environment and Climate Change. Therefore, the recommendation is that this be approved, sent back to Real Estate Services Division with the notation that the water supply and wastewater must be provincial requirements.
Thank you. Planning District, any comments? Councillor Colburn, you were the first.
So, okay with me.
Anyone else want to make comments? Councillor Wong, or Board Member Wong, sorry.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I'm not quite understand this, I thought CCAN is not a permanent structure. Do they need a permission to put a CCAN on the property?
The city of Thompson has notations in the zoning bylaw about CCANs, but the LGD of Mystery Lake does not.
I get that, but in C. Okay, so that land is not permitted for CCAN, is that what you're saying?
No, what I'm saying is that the previous owners had the buildings that were permitted. They added CCANs, the septic and water to their site, but that had never gone for permission. The new person who's buying it is not saying, I'd like to keep those there. Will you change the use so that I can have those there?
No, but my question is the CCAN at that area is not a, you have to get approval?
That's what the request is tonight, is that can those CCANs still stay there? So when they reassign the lease to the new leaseholder, can those CCANs remain?
I'm no problem support this, I'm just kind of, I thought CCAN is allowed in those industrial area or something like that.
CCANs in the city of Thompson zoning are allowed in the industrial areas.
Okay, I thought,
This is-
sorry, I kind of spoke there. I
Yes,
got it now.
LGD of
Got
Mystery
it.
Lake.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Anyone else?
LGD.
Seeing none, call for the question, all in favor? Here. Call for adjournment? Councillor Fitzpatrick, Councillor Overberger, all in favor? I'd like to call the regular meeting of council to order at 7:21 p.m. January the 8th, 2024. Can everybody please switch their from board member to councilor? Yeah. I need one. I would like to recognize that we are on the ancestral land, the Michiswacic Cree Nation, and homeland to the Métis, and that we are all treaty people. Thank you. Next, I would like an approval of the agenda. Councilor Fitzpatrick, Councilor Coburn, all in favor? Carried. We're going to go through the adoption of minutes. Andrew?
Sorry, Mayor, you have community comments and feedback.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. Community comments, feedback.
Ron Matachuk, 20 Act Street. With the numbers coming in this Friday for the for a aquatic center, I was wondering, is it going to be a public opening?
Anthony?
Yeah, so the there's been an RO, I think it's R request of information. It's been extended an additional week. So the components that are putting in the bids ask for an extra week. So it won't be closing until the 19th now. But I believe all openings are public, I believe, for tenders. We can verify that. So
Or will be a public opening on the 19th?
yeah, but we have a two envelope system. So that means that there will be an opening of the technical side, but the price side isn't open on the spot unless a minimum score is achieved.
Okay,
So the price won't be available that day.
okay. And how do you find out information on your scoring? Is there a way to find that out previous to it being opened?
There should probably be a scoring matrix, but I would,
Sorry if I can, like you're talking a scoring matrix?
Yeah.
Yeah, the scoring matrix was included in the tender documents.
Okay, but is it available to the public? Can I get a copy of it?
Absolutely, it's public document.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you. Any other community comments? Feedback? Third and final call. Any other community comments? Feedback? Thank you. Seeing none. We'll move on. Number 5 is adoption of minutes. So 5.1 is a motion to lift from the table the following resolutions. Resolution 2023-163, minutes of the regular meeting of council November 14th. Resolution number 164-2023, minutes of the regular meeting of council for November 27th, 2023. Resolution number 2023-165, minutes of the committee of the whole meeting of council December. Do I have a mover to lift those from the table? Councilor Fitzpatrick. Councilor Coburn. All in favor? Carried. We'll go to 5.2, regular meeting of council November 14th, 2023. Resolution 2023-163, moved by Councilor Fitzpatrick, seconded by Councilor Chung. Be it resolved that the minutes of the regular meeting of council held in council chambers, City Hall, Thompson, Manitoba, on Tuesday, November 14th, 2023, be adopted as circulated. Excuse me, administration?
nothing further.
Councilor Fitzpatrick?
None further.
Any other councilors, comments? Seeing none, call for the question. All those in favor? Sure. 5.3 is for regular meeting of council, November 27th, 2023. Resolution 2023-164, moved by Councilor Fitzpatrick, second by Councilor Chung. Be it resolved that the minutes of the regular meeting of council held in City Chambers, City Hall, Thompson, Manitoba, on November 27th, 2023, be adopted as circulated. Administration?
Nothing further.
Nothing further.
Councilor Fitzpatrick? Any other council? So the question, all those in favor? 5.4 is minutes from the committee of the whole meeting, December 4th, 2023. Resolution 2023-165, moved by Councillor Fitzpatrick, seconded by Councillor Chong. Be it resolved that the minutes of the committee of the whole meeting of council held in council chamber, City Hall, Thompson, Manitoba, on Monday, December 4th, 2023, be adopted as circulated. Administration,
Nothing further.
Councillor Fitzpatrick.
Nothing further.
Any other council members? Seeing none, call for the question. All those in favor? Carried. 5.5 is regular meeting of council, December the 11th, 2023. Resolution 2024-001, moved by Councillor Fitzpatrick, seconded by Councillor McIver. Be it resolved that the minutes of the regular meeting of council held in council chamber, City Hall, Thompson, Manitoba, on Monday, December the 11th, 2023, be adopted as circulated. Administration,
Nothing further.
Nothing further.
any other council comments? Seeing none, call for the question. All those in favor? Carried. Next are minutes from the public hearing for conditional use number 05-23, December the 11th, 2023. Resolution 2024-002, moved by Councillor Fitzpatrick, seconded by Councillor McIver. Be it resolved that the minutes of the public hearing for conditional use number 05-23 held in council chamber, City Hall, Thompson, Manitoba, on Monday, December the 11th, 2023, be adopted as circulated. Administration,
Nothing further.
Councillor Fitzpatrick,
Nothing further.
other councillors? Call for the question, all those in favor? Next, we're going to the public hearing for conditional use number 06-23, December 11th, 2023. Resolution 2024-003, moved by Councillor Fitzpatrick, seconded by Councillor McIver. Be it resolved that the minutes of the public hearing for conditional use number 06-23 held in council chamber, City Hall, Thompson, Manitoba, on Monday, December the 11th, 2023, be adopted as circulated. Administration,
Nothing further.
Councillor Fitzpatrick.
Nothing further.
Members of council? Call for the question. All those in favor? Carried. Five point eight is committee of the whole minutes, January 2nd, 2024. Resolution 2024-004, moved by Councillor Colburn, seconded by Councillor McIver. Be it resolved that the minutes of the committee of the whole meeting held in council chamber, City Hall, Manitoba, on Tuesday, January the 2nd, 2024, be adopted as circulated. Administration,
Nothing further.
over the question, or any other, Councillor Colburn, would you have any comments?
No, thank you.
Any other council comments? Seeing none, call for the question. All those in favor? Carried. Duncan, did you have your hand up? You did it, sorry. Thank you. Next, we're going into resolution 6.1 is a motion to lift from the table resolution number 2023-175. Resolution appointing a member of council to the urban Aboriginal standing committee. Do I have a mover to move that from the table? If we move it, Councilor Oberdorfer, seconder. Councilor Fitzpatrick, all those in favor? Carried. The next is a resolution to appoint council representatives to the Thompson Urban Aboriginal Strategy Committee. 6.2. Moved by Councillor Valentino, seconded by Councillor Fitzpatrick. Be it resolved that council appoint Counselor so-and-so for primary and Counselor McIver as the alternate. So we do need a name to fill in the primary Thompson urban strategy member. Okay, Counselor Oberdorfer. Resolution 2023-175 now reads, be it resolved that council appoints Counselor Oberdorfer primary and Counselor McIver alternate to the Thompson Urban Aboriginal Strategy Committee. Administration?
Mary, you might just want to confirm that no one else wants to put their name
Oh,
forward.
sorry. Yeah, because you're all jumping into this here. I apologize. Is there anyone that would like to go on the Thompson Aboriginal Strategy Board? Counselor Wong?
Let's do money.
Yeah, okay. So that will mean we will have a vote. Anyone else before we go with Counselor?
I would respectfully like to remove my name and allow Councilor Long. I have been on that committee for many, many years. Someone else.
Why do that?
I would like, I think it's a really good committee to be on
Counselor
and,
Wong, just you.
All right,
and
I
I.
appreciate, and we accept it, thank you.
Hey,
I think you got road weight.
I apologize for not, for assuming that, wasn't a bunch of people jumping, so. I'm gonna start from the top, resolution 2023-175, moved by Deputy Mayor Valentino, seconded by Councillor Fitzpatrick. Be it resolved that council appoint Councillor Wong as primary and Councillor McIver as alternate to the Thompson Urban Aboriginal Strategy Committee. Administration.
Yeah, the appointments to these committees is an annual process. At the last meeting when these were appointed, this was the one that did not have a primary assigned.
Any other comments? Deputy Mayor is mover of this. Do you have any comments?
Nope, I'm good, thanks.
This is the housekeeping. This is the software that we want to work with. This is the primary software. So we should sign this. Yeah, it's my belief that this should be the next year. Yes.